an NFC East battle right off the bat. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, an important season is about to begin for Eli Manning. His Giants get a tough test right out of the gate as they take on the defending NFC East champs, the Dallas Cowboys. I'll be back at halftime with a look around the early games. So let's get you over to Big D. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. So happy to be with you, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
A first down throw for Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. Looking deep in the direct. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds Austin complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Giants' offense will be led by the rookie from Duke, and that's Daniel Jones. Of course, Eli Manning made 210 consecutive starts for the G-Men from 2014 2013 until 2 years ago. But now he gives way to Jones, who threw for 52 touchdowns in his 3 years as a starter in Durham as a Blue Devil. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. And the starting offense now for the Giants.
And everyone's going to be watching running back Saquon Barkley, the rookie sensation in 2018. He will draw all the attention now on offense with Odell Beckham Jr. now in Cleveland.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Kill. You're out. Kill.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And now the defense for Dallas.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Now Jones on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's
easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On second and goal, Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants have taken the lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. The spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on second and long. Jones, he completes it to Nelson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
New York set to take the field. It got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey.
From the 27, Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Jones now throwing on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They're hauling it in, Nelson. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Tate bringing it in for the giant touchdown. Golden Tate, 38 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Go now. 60 or. Yeah.
Jones, a final shot before break. And that is incomplete. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Redskins who were victorious in that one on the road. Cameron Meredith, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. Matt Breida, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
61, matchbox lights.
Looking to throw. Jones, the tight end Rhett Ellison with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 43. Sponge. No. Check.
This is Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You got nothing to run. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill. Shoot. Snap.
Now Jones, off play action. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jones off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Jones. Hard throw, incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott from the gun. Completes it to Jason Witten.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Wild Bill. Go. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Be driven.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Wayne Gallman is running back, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Hey. Check tight. Hey, check Mike, check. Hey, Alpha. Watching your five. Hey, let's get him. On the ball.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Gallman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 35 on second down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On the double. 65. Tyler, 64. Weak. Undercrush.
Now Jones on first down. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
50, plant. Check the out, check the out, check the out. Lock it, lock it. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, check 24, check 24.
On second down, Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Target. 80 weapon. Check nickel.
2nd and 9 now. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 77 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gatt. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys are in for 6.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset. But it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready? Deep grip. Deep grip.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Allen here on the screen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. From the 29, Hill. Allen's got it complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Topper!
Now Allen. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? and the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One last shot now for Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.